Rehman, if you were listening to what the BJP spokesperson was saying, that appeasement politics is something that has been practiced by the KCR government since time immemorial.
See, that is quite the unfortunate part when it comes to the BJP. BJP knows only one word, that's the appeasement. Whatever good you try to do for the people, then they take it as appeasement. And whatever they try to do, they call it not the appeasement, but they say that we are trying to empower the people. So that is the difference between the BJP's mentality and the mentality of,
Sure.
the BRS, because BRS does everything.
Sure.
With the intention
so it's
of
not the
empowering
BRS's
the people,
appeasement politics, Mr. Subhash. It's the BJP's appeasement politics, which is why that's the only lens you can see anything and everything through. That's the allegation that is being made against you.
See, if you can see, the Modi's policies where minorities have been benefited in this country because of the Bharatiya Janata Party under the leadership of Narendra Modi, around 15 schemes have been have been implemented. Now it has been implemented, including minorities. But whereas in Telangana, Mr. Rehman is telling that, the Bharatiya Janata Party is taking only the Muslims' name and that. How come you did not invite yesterday all the people from the, the minority community? Why did you invite only the Muslim community in that? You know very well that all the minorities are against, the TRS because again and again and again and again, they cheat the people just before the elections on that. Where is the revenue to give 1 lakh people, 1 lakh rupees to the Muslim community? Where is the revenue to give around 10 lakhs to SCs and STs in this state? Where is the revenue? Where is the cost benefit analysis? Where are you going to get on that? That thing has to be explained on that. When we compare with the Modi's government, very clear and evident that 15 schemes are implemented that includes the Muslims also. Even people who are supposed to go to abroad also, they can get the soft loans on that. There are Maulana Azad, the scheme also is there. So all the people have been, they benefited in that. When we give, the gas connection, the gas connections to certain sections of the people, we don't discriminate whether they are SCs, STs or minorities or Muslims on that. But whereas in Telangana, it is very clear that this is only appeasement and appeasement. Bharatiya Janata Party is not against Muslims. Bharatiya Janata Party is against people who exploit the minorities in this state. That's why we have been fighting. That's why we have been telling that whenever you talk about the minorities on that, you bring all the communities on the dais and then you give everyone. But before that, before you announce a scheme, the populist scheme, we are not against for the populist scheme. We are not against for the welfare schemes. But where is the budget? It has to be very clearly explained to the people of the state. Then you can give something on that.
Yes.
From past 10 years, you have been telling that you will be giving 3 acres to Dalits. Where is the land? Where how many people you have given? From past 10 years, the KCR government is telling that they will give double bedroom houses to the people. How come you did not give? All these things have been addressed on that. Mr. Rehman, you have to think before you talk about that. This is exclusively, you are exploiting the Muslim community. You are not in favor of the Muslim community. You are not empowering them. It's only Bharatiya Janata Party. It's only Narendra Modi's government. Please mind that.
And is there a blueprint, Mr. Khaleeq Rehman, or is this just a statement, or is this just a hope that is being given to the voters? Where is the money coming from? Like the BJP spokesperson was asking as well, is something that I pointed out too. The stats don't really fare well for the state of Telangana as far as its financial liabilities, outstanding liabilities go, or as far as the outlay of how much you've allocated to several of these schemes is concerned. Is there a blueprint? Do you have any details of who the beneficiaries are going to be, what the criteria is going to be like? Or is that something that is going to be a work in progress and we'll figure it out as and when we go?
Before I, take your question, I would like to go to what Mr. Subhash said. He said that BJP is the only party which is the well-wisher of the minorities. I want to ask Mr. Subhash a very direct question. The BJP government has reduced the minority budget from 5,020 crores in 2022-23 to 3,097 crores. It's a whopping slash of 38%. And then still they claim that they have done so much for the minorities and for the Muslims. And in 2019 they said they will be giving crore. I mean, the scholarship to the 5 crore Muslim and the minority. And today, I want to ask Mr. Subhash, how many Muslims and how many minorities have been actually given the scholarship by the BJP government? And now coming to your question, it is not that we talk in the air. We do our homework, we make a complete blueprint, then we announce. And as far this is concerned, because there's already a financial assistance scheme for our, the BCs, and then no community should
Mr.
be
Rehman.
left behind. And let me tell you, there is also criteria. It is not that every minority is going to. No.
Mr. Subhash, I'll come to you. Mr. Subhash, I'll come to you. Let Mr. Rehman have his say. I'll come to you. Mr. Rehman, finish your point.
There is a criteria. The criteria is that the economically backward minority people from the community will be getting this assistance.
But if it's for economically backward people, then why just restrict it to certain communities? That's the question that the BJP has also been asking. If the criteria is your economic status, then that should be open to everyone, right? If the criteria is only your economic status.
Absolutely. See, what happens is there is a scheme for the SC, ST, there is a scheme for the Dalits. So likewise, there is a scheme. And apart from that, on top of this, there are also the State Finance Corporation. There is a BC State Finance Corporation. There is a SC, ST State Finance Corporation. There is a Minority State Finance Corporation.
Sure.
And these are the finance corporations which came through the act of the parliament, and through that, the different communities are being reached out to raise their, the living standard to help
but that's the argument that the BJP is not ready to buy. I'm running short of time, but Mr. Subhash, 30 seconds.
Yeah. So let me just bring to your notice, Poonamji, this, the budget of the state is in the doldrums. There is no, the payment to the government employees, it's the deferred payment. Some people are getting in the first month, the first day, and then some people are getting on the 10th and 15th on that. The whole contractors in this state are now in the doldrums. They are literally on the streets.
Yes.
And education
and those red
institutions
flags have
are
been
in
raised
doldrums.
by multiple financial institutions, not just by your political rivals, Mr. Khaleeq Rehman, which is why it begs the question of, does the state government have the money to deliver the promises that they're making, or are they just promises ahead of elections? Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time. Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time, gentlemen. But thank you so much for joining us here on this broadcast of Brass Tacks. With that